Okay, I've got something today that I'm pretty damn excited about, and that is the Gen 2 Officer's Double Stack 2011 grip. Now, I think we all know these things have been pretty close to impossible to get our hands on until now. It looks like Staccato finally caught up on their manufacturing to the point that they do actually have these on sale on their website as we speak. Now, I could have gone ahead and gotten the VIP length grip for my Tactical 4.0. The problem with that VIP length grip is that it's basically a Gen 1 grip, just like this tree bark grip that's been cut off, which means that I then lose this lip and the ability to use an aftermarket magwell. The beauty of this new Gen 2 grip that comes with the C2 is that it is the VIP length, except I can still use a magwell with it. I'm getting that added concealability, but I'm not losing anything when it comes to accessories like the magwell. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of information out there available for those of us who want to go ahead and retrofit those Gen 2 grips onto our older guns. So I wanted to go ahead and put this video together for all of you out there. Okay, so first things first, the ODS grip is made for the 2019 and above guns. The site actually says that it is only compatible with those models. The listing for that Gen 2 grip also states that it doesn't include any parts for the mainspring housing or a mag catch, and that the older Gen 1 style mag catches like I have here on my tree bark grip, they are not compatible with the new Gen 2 grips. Now, I wasn't 100% sure what all I was going to need, so I went ahead and sent an email off to Staccato and asked a couple of simple questions. Basically, could you give me some part numbers or SKUs or links or a list of parts that I need exactly to finish building this grip so that I can order those pieces and have them show up nearly the same time as the grip and get this project going? Now, Staccato did email me back fairly fast. Unfortunately, it left me with a bit of confusion, as they said that the Gen 2 grip actually did not come with a mainspring housing at all. They also said that all of the parts that I would need to finish assembling this grip module, I would have to go ahead and order through Dawson Precision. Now, to me, it seemed a little weird that they specifically said that the grip did not come with a mainspring housing, but who am I to argue? I just jump on over to the Dawson site and order all the parts that I need. The funny thing is Dawson Precision doesn't carry any parts that are compatible with this grip. None. They don't carry a mainspring that's compatible with the C2 grip. They also don't carry a mainspring housing that's compatible with the C2 grip. They also don't carry a mag catch, the Gen 2 mag catch that I would need for the C2 grip. So Dawson Precision, total strikeout. I couldn't order any of the parts that I needed. Luckily though, Darkside Precision had the mag catch and the Officer's Double Stack mainspring, so I went ahead and ordered those and had those shipped to me. After that, I went back to searching for a mainspring housing because, as per the email that I was sent by Staccato, my new grip was not going to come with one. Funny story, nobody on the internet carries anything that's going to be compatible with that grip. So there's that. Much to my surprise and delight, when the grip came in, surprise, surprise, it does actually come with a mainspring housing. So I'm not entirely sure where the confusion was for Staccato's customer service, but it did come with one, thank God. Okay, so regardless of my personal issues with the customer service experience from Staccato, let's go ahead and move forward and talk about some of the differences between the Gen 1 tree bark and the Gen 2 grip. So the primary reason to go from this Gen 1 tree bark stipple grip to the Gen 2 grip, the Officer's Double Stack, is length. It's concealability, basically. I will say that going from this tree bark grip to this new style grip, primarily carrying the Smith & Wesson M&P, going over to this is probably the most disappointing texture that I've ever held. Now, I have managed to get some time on a C2 before actually purchasing this grip, so it's not like it was a huge shocker. I knew what I was in for. I'm just going to say, in my personal opinion, this texture right here is nowhere near as aggressive as what I like it to be. So that's the reason why very soon this grip module will be sent into Darkside Precision. I'll have them do the grip reduction and stippling job on it, and that should clear up any issues that I have with this Gen 2 grip. I'm not a huge fan in the difference of the double undercut. You can see here with the tree bark grip, it's more heavily pronounced than it is with the new ones. I may have to have that cut in a little bit because I really like the way that this one feels. And unfortunately, there is barely an undercut under that trigger guard. So there were a couple of things I had to work through in order to get this grip to fit on my gun. And one of the things is the hole or slot here in the front is actually a different size. This one is much smaller than what's on my Gen 1 grip. And so if we actually look at the frame itself, okay, I had to actually take a little bit of material off of here so that this would actually fit into that hole. It's not a big deal. It was probably 3 minutes with a file to make it work, but that was one of the things that just didn't want to fit right. Another fitment issue that I had is that the opening here for the Gen 1 is actually larger than what it is on the Gen 2, so that when I tried to get this Gen 1 grip onto my frame, I actually had to stretch it outwards a little bit just to get it jammed on there. Of course, that's not really a long-term fix, so these metal plates in here, I actually had to file off a little bit of material to give myself a little bit more opening in order to get it on there. This grip does still fit very snug onto my frame, but I think for now it's going to work. I personally don't want to take too much material off the inside of here and start compromising structural integrity. So basically just a few passes with a file on each side gave me what I needed to be able to get it on here. All right, so I'm not going to advocate doing any modifications to your frame, especially if you're not an experienced gunsmith. But in order to get this Gen 2 grip to work on my frame, what I had to do was I had to take a little material off on both sides. Of course, I will be Cerakoting this, but right there. Originally, this metal comes out and it is just squared off right there. I'm sure it's not going to be very clear in this video, but you know what? It is what it is. Essentially, what it took is that I had to take a small file and I just had to make a few passes at an angle right there to basically round out this corner and this corner. Once those corners were rounded out, it would then go ahead and fit with these corners on the inside of the grip. They are a little bit different than the Gen 2, actually. Side by side, you can see that there is just a little bit different angle on that inside with the old grip versus the new grip. Side note, this is the weirdest shot to try to get as far as filming goes, so I'm going to apologize for that right now. If you're interested in setting up one of these Gen 2 grips on your older frame, it's really not that hard. All you're going to need is a couple of files and some patience. Take a little material off both sides. You may have to take a little off there as well. Just take your time. Well, here it is, the Tactical 4.0 with that C2 grip. This is the carry gun that you didn't know that you needed, that most likely you'll never get your hands on. Now, if by some chance you are lucky enough to get your hands on one of these Tactical 4.0s or the first gen Staccato P, get it. Slap a C2 grip on it and never look back. Seriously, the only disadvantage to this as a carry gun is the price. Yes, it is going to set you back roughly 3 times what it would cost you to carry a Smith & Wesson or a Glock. If you're watching this video though, you already know that, and you are not concerned about the price of your daily carry gun. You understand that in high stakes situations, a high quality pistol is probably the route that you want to go. All right, that's going to be it for today. I will be back very soon.